उठ्यो नेपाली अब झण्डा उचाल्छ खुकुरी छ कम्मरमा मलकेको बाल छ दुनियाँलाई देखाउँछु भनी घर छाडी हिँडियो रसियन फ्रेन्च फिलिपिनो ब्रिटिश नीति.
Hello everyone. Today we have with us a coach, a business owner, a mentor, and he has been leading like thousands of people from students to different business owners to reach their goal. Yes. And please welcome Talal Al-Shamari, and he will be introducing himself in a much better way, I hope. Welcome.
Yeah, welcome, sir. Welcome.
Thank you. My name is Talal Al-Shamari. I was born in Kuwait, but I've been living in New Zealand since 1995. Known as Coach TA, which obviously TA stands for my first name and last name. I'm here in Dubai, so I'm excited. I thank you guys for your time. I'm looking forward to asking you guys some questions too.
Yes, we're excited too.
So I've been traveling, learning, growing. Like just before coming here, I was in a business meeting and learning what they do, how they do business here in Dubai. For the last 17 years, I've been coaching in the gyms, I've been coaching in business, I've been coaching my family, obviously to get out of poverty thinking and to think positively. I've worked with and met some amazing people on my journey, from Arnold Schwarzenegger to Kobe Bryant. Obviously, most of my friends are amazing people in New Zealand. Got an amazing family, got an amazing journey. I've never tasted alcohol, so I don't drink. So if you're going to ask me about alcohol, please don't. I'm 36 years old, turning 37, and I'm looking forward to sitting down and talking with you guys.
Yeah, that's cool. So you have been traveling you have traveled like more than 30 countries, and you might have like collected a lot of experiences. So we would love to we are looking forward for your experiences that you have faced in this time, and you might have faced some failures as well, some success, and some examples.
And also mention one of the unique business that you have seen in all across the country that you have ever been.
Yes, okay. So we'll start with the first question. Yes, I have traveled a lot. I've been to 42 countries in my whole life, from Tokyo to Tijuana, to Los Angeles, to Switzerland, Scotland, Dubai, Kuwait, New Zealand, Australia, Fiji. I've been most of the places. I've been very lucky because I have amazing friends around the world. Because you've been in the game for so long, you make networks. So that's the first question. Now the second question is, what did I learn the difference? For example, I was in Switzerland just 2 weeks ago, and I was in a business conference. Now I learned they don't use Facebook there.
Oh.
So if anybody wants to do marketing in Switzerland, do not use Facebook because you're going to waste money.
No Facebook.
Yeah, so they use LinkedIn, and they use really professional platforms. So Instagram, they don't use much. And it was really interesting because in New Zealand, it's a complete opposite. Yeah. We use Facebook, we use Instagram. So that was really interesting learning. When you travel around the world, you learn so much. It's the best education. You learn about how, in Switzerland or Tokyo, you learn it's important to say thank you everywhere you go, nearly every minute. You've got to show gratitude and gratefulness. Where if you come here, if I'm dressed like this, I say thank you to a taxi driver, they get scared. They're like, why are you saying thank you to me? And so it's really interesting mindsets. To come back to your question about the most unique business, it's going to sound funny, but this is the most unique business I've seen. I was in Tijuana. This is in 2019. My friend Brian took me there with my business partners like Robin and Hannah and everybody else. He took us to Tijuana. So the funniest business and the most unique business I've seen is donkeys. So donkeys and you just sit down. And they charge people just to sit down there.
Sit on the donkey?
Yeah. And you don't sit on the donkeys, you sit on the back of the, like a little sitting area. Yeah. And they charge money. And that to me was like, wow, okay.
I've seen horses.
I've seen, but this is something different. You learn a lot from the world, travel around the world, cultural, gratefulness, mindset, the difference between poverty thinking, and you learn all that stuff. And it's interesting talking to you guys. We're just actually before, me and Marco were talking about how we were talking to you guys, and the guys are like, wow, well, we have no idea. We were just talking, and then these other guys come in, and everybody else came in the whole combination. Everyone's like, Can we learn?
Yeah, this is the best part of like traveling. We get to meet like people.
Yeah,
The variety of people we can't even imagine of.
absolutely.
Yeah, that's the beauty of traveling. So yeah, it's fun traveling. So you might have learned a lot of things.
Yep.
But you made to a lot of countries.
Yes.
Why not Nepal?
One day. Now the network here.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I was very targeted in how I can do, because my language, I can speak 3 languages, like from Japanese to New Zealand to obviously English. And so when I was doing my business planning, so this is how I do business. Okay, so let's go real deep, shall we?
Let's go.
Okay, so imagine you know football?
Yeah.
Okay, so imagine you're the coach of the Brazilian soccer team.
Yeah.
So
I would love to be.
Okay, so what I do every 4 years is I pretend in my head
Yeah.
I'm the coach of a soccer team. So now I need to recruit the team. So I recruit the people I want to work with.
Oh.
And then what I do is I create a goal. So I call them matches. So I have a deadline. And then what I do is I set up like a World Cup campaign.
Okay.
So those 15 people, or depends on, I do rugby, I do all that stuff. So if you're like the coach of the Brazilian team, you have your team who you want to work with. So businesses or lawyers or partners or whatever. And then you do 12 goals a year. And then what I do is I do a 4-year goal. So where do I want to be that will make me feel like I've just won the World Cup
finale.
but in the business side of things. So I'm very detailed about that. So right now, what I'm doing now is actually I'm recruiting for next 4 years.
Is it kind of like detailed manifestation?
Of course.
Oh.
Of course. You have to be very detailed, because 2 things you don't do in business is, 1, waste time. So you have to be very detailed, because business, all it is, and any business you do, it doesn't matter if you do podcasting, restaurant, media, digital marketing, it's time times effort plus knowledge will equals the results.
Yeah.
So if you're wasting time and you're putting in effort in like say 2 hours a week, whatever, your results will show. And so I've learned that. So yeah, so it is like me saying to myself, what would it feel like if I was Leo Messi in 4 years time, and like I'm in the World Cup, like that feeling. So what you're seeing now of this trip is actually decisions were made 4 years ago.
Okay.
So planning that happened 4 years ago during the pandemic, during the lockdowns, I still stuck to my plan. I still stuck to the people I want to work with. So because I couldn't play soccer, I use a soccer analogy of the business world. So you pick the people you want to work with, you pick the goals, what they are, what business they are, and then you go, okay, this is what's going to feel like. Like, you got your European Cup, and then you got your National Cup, and you got your, okay, what's my core values? One of them is don't drink. The other one is don't be a dick, which means like don't be a nasty person. The third one's always be known it's okay to ask for help, because we find that that's not okay. Yeah. And so, so every 4 years, so in 2028, I'm manifesting right now.
Okay.
Yes, and I'm going to go back to this from this,
Let's hit the goal. Yeah.
That's it. So so next 4 years, I'm already putting in plan now. Oh, so I'm putting the plan for next 4 years now.
That's great.
That's it. That's why I went to the meeting this morning, because I want to build those relationships, from EasyBot and other people I'm going to meet with today and tomorrow. But yeah, you have to, when you're playing soccer or when you're playing sports, you go, okay, what's our match goals, which is daily goals.
Yeah, sometimes you've got to be aggressive, sometimes defensive.
Are we going to counter? Are we going to attack? And so you do that, and you go, okay, is this person the right person for the team? There might be very personality, different clashes. Yeah. And so you do a lot of profiling. So if you find someone in Switzerland, you're like, okay, I'm going to go fly to Switzerland. I'm going to go sit down with this person and see what they like. Because those are the people that you, as a business owner, you spend time with. Yeah. Because when you're running a business, whether you're coaching, whatever, you have to spend time with those 15, whatever, soccer team or rugby team or basketball, however analogy you want to use it.
Yeah, it's about teamwork.
So
So talking about I'm into physics. I've been working.
Yes.
I've been working in a lot in different theories in physics. Like we have been spending days and nights and doing conferences, visiting different countries. We are here for a conference as well. We have been called for the second time in UAE we were kind of shortlisted, and we are presenting our concept. But we went to an event yesterday, and we were talking to some investors. Like we are doing these kind of things. We are trying to make it big. We are trying to do some experiments that would like support our theory. So the investors had a common question. So what are you going to sell? And like not just me and not just people like us working in physics. There are a lot of youth. They are working on different ideas, and they are working on different creative things. But they don't actually have the vision what to sell and how to sell the business idea. And like
we talked about it last
we have a business
night.
coach here.
Actually, what happened was like we shared our concept,
Yes.
and that guy happened to be an investor, and he says like, okay, this guy here, he wants to challenge the whole fundamental of physics. He says, okay, you got it. Let's say it's accepted.
Yes.
But still, how do you monetize it? That was the question, you know.
I think monetization is based on results. So you too many people focus on the results versus, okay, who are we? So yes, the question he asked you is a very, very important question, because you have to ask yourself that question first. And if you don't know the answer now, why did you come to Dubai? You should have that answer before you come to Dubai. A lot of entrepreneurs, they think they're smarter than investors. But the reality is not, because investors know two things. You're not accountable to me. You're accountable to the law.
Yeah.
So the first thing everyone should do before coming to a new country is learn about the business laws in those countries. I mean, go on Google, do UAE business, find out what the requirements are. So if you have to register a company, if you have to do all that sort of stuff. So with physics, for example, what are you selling? So let's talk about that.
Yeah.
So
we are actually working on a theory.
No.
Yeah. What are we selling? I'm sorry.
Hang on. As a business mentor or as a business investor or bank, we don't care what you're doing.
Yeah,
I asked you a very simple question.
What are you selling?
What are you selling? And so in business, in the gyms, in podcasting, for example, why are we here?
Yeah.
Why do we come and book this room here? Because A, it's easier not to carry our own microphones around.
Yeah.
It's easier not to have, you know what I mean? So what is he really selling? He's selling convenience.
He's selling convenience, yeah.
Okay, so for example, why do people catch Uber compared to catching taxis? Taxis have stands. You have to walk right around. By the time you walk around, especially in Dubai or in Switzerland, you've done a marathon and you have to find a taxi.
Yeah.
By Uber, I can go ding, ding, ding. Once again, convenience. So what are you selling?
We are trying to sell...
No. You're saying we try. I don't need to know we try. But we need to know the very details of it.
Education? Like...
Okay, so are you competing with universities?
Yeah, we have...
No. Listen to my question.
Yeah.
Are you competing with universities?
No.
So are you selling education? So what are you selling? This is going to be real. This is a term way for you now.
Don't be so hard on me.
No, but that's the thing we have to understand is what are we really selling? And in any business you do, you're really selling two things. One, you're already doing it right now. Right now, in this moment here, you've started your first business. Guess what that is?
Podcast.
That's it.
Yes.
You can monetize that.
Okay.
So when people ask you, what's your business? We are in a business of medium. We're discussing about the physics.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing you need to do, if I want to talk about, is this shirt that's annoying me. Oh, that was the other one that you had. So, you know what I mean? Like, you're also doing education. Okay, so how are you selling education?
Okay.
Are you doing lectures? Are you doing seminars? Are you doing...
We are doing events, and like we are inviting students who are interested in like growing their love toward physics, and we teach them. We try to spark the curiosity in them.
Okay.
And that's what the parents and guardians want in their like students, and that is the way we
so
have started.
If I come to your seminar, am I just going to be spark the curiosity, or am I going to be sparking in the commitment?
So you're also going to take a lot of information. You're going to increase your curiosity in physics.
Yeah, but we're talking about from the business point of view. So if I'm the business owner,
Okay.
if you come to my gym or if I come to my restaurant, do I want you to look at the menu or do I want you to buy from me?
Buy. For sure, buy.
So if I come to your seminars, what am I buying?
That's a good question, but like we have been approaching, we have been approaching the investors as like we are planning the events, and we can sell tickets because there are a lot of students who are.
I'll buy a ticket.
Yeah.
I'm in your event.
Yeah.
And then what?
We find the sponsors, like we share knowledges, and we hope that each and every one of the students or the participants who's presented in our program takes something that they remembers all of in their life, and
Okay.
it helps them to guide their career path. It helps them to guide in their like.
So you really
Working
are.
professional.
You're really coaching them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you're
yes,
more
yes.
coaches
we
than
have
I am.
already like. We have
You're
already,
more coaches than I am.
We are like very specific about the coaching. We do like
Yeah, you can be specific as much as you want, but
Yeah.
what are the tools to take away when I leave you? For example, do you have a fitness app? Do you have a Medium website? Do you have a pamphlets? Do you have T-shirts? Because your
Yeah.
T-shirt yesterday was amazing.
Yeah.
I loved it. We're going to talk about that.
Yeah. I have it here.
You got the watch too.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say to you, actually what I'm saying to you is be very detailed in what you're selling. And what you're selling is, a lot of entrepreneurs make this mistake. They think selling is because we're in love with it as entrepreneurs. No, when the customers buy, they don't buy because you love it.
Yeah.
They buy because they love it.
Yeah.
So you have to think of from the customer's point of view and also investor's point of view, why would they want to commit their money if you're not committed to their business?
Okay. Yeah.
So business is very hard because people think, oh, it's easy to make money. I can go seminars. Yeah. Okay, you can make seminars as much as you want. But what's next? What's after a seminar? How do you have a database? How do you have the contact relations? How do you service those students? And I think it's because sometimes we're also stuck ourselves. So we don't know what's next.
Yes, there are a lot of times when you don't know like what's next after
Yes.
that,
Yeah.
and you just do like what you see all around. That's what like we have been doing till that, and we want like some suggestions.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
building your own, because physics is a very important topic. I think a lot of us don't understand how much we really use it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
Physics is
because we don't realize what it is. Like clock is a great example.
Yeah.
Time, sun,
Stars.
breathing air is all
Yes.
physics related.
Yeah.
So what made you guys get into it in the first place?
Actually, there are a lot of things.
Okay.
There are a lot of things which like I was not satisfied with the current understanding of a lot of things.
Okay.
Like the first thing that sparked me was gravity.
Okay.
Once I got into Newtonian gravity, I was not satisfied at all. And when I went to like talk to some professors,
Yep.
and they said, yeah, this is not correct. They said this is not correct, and it has already been corrected.
Mm-hmm.
And then what was the correction? The correction was Einstein's theory of relativity.
Yes.
And then I got into that, and I spent like 3 or 4 years just studying relativity.
Wow.
And then I found that there are some loopholes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we still have a lot of things to correct. Like
Yes.
it doesn't fit with quantum mechanics. Yeah, and it doesn't explain some of the fundamental phenomena which an established theory must explain. And who are the contenders? The contenders are string theory. String theory is actually a hypothesis. It's not even a theory,
Wow.
because we can't call it a theory.
You're really
because-
passionate about this, aren't you?
yeah.
Yes.
I can see
Yeah.
that.
Actually, it's not the time that he is telling that there's a problem. When he was in grade 8, we were staying together, and he said to me that,
Grade 8.
yeah, he
Wow.
said
How
to me
old was
like,
that in
they-
Nepal?
Yeah.
How old when you grade 8?
Like 16.
Okay.
15, 16.
Wow. Okay. So you've been doing this for 12 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
No,
Yeah.
actually, that was the time like when teacher was teaching, he said to me like, I think there's a flaw in Newton's gravity, and I was like,
And yeah, I would want to continue that string theory thing. Otherwise, there might be a lot of comments. String theory is not a theory.
Yes.
It's not just me. Even Brian Greene, who is one of the he's the famous personality in physics when we talk about physics these days. And even he has said that it's just it's a hypothesis.
Yes.
Because it's not explaining anything like in the most perfect way that no other theory explains. So a theory to be a theory, it must explain at least something
Yeah.
in the best way among all the existing theories. So
Wow.
so I always say like it's a hypothesis, it's string hypothesis rather than saying it a theory. So there is not even a proper contender who is trying to connect those things. So why not me?
Why not you?
Yeah, and that was the thing that
So
drove
now,
me into
so
this.
let's go to next level. That's why you do it.
Yeah.
but the how.
How?
How are you doing it?
I've been like I have written some research papers,
Okay.
and like it's already in the review process in some international peer reviewed journals, and we have been presenting our concept. This is the 7th country we are presenting our
Wow.
concept in, and we have got a lot of appreciations. But there's a problem.
Okay.
There's a problem. People are not willing to get over the horizon of Einstein. You know, they are not willing to get into the post-Einstein era, actually, because
You're
we need
changing
to.
history
We,
from what
we,
you're doing. You've exposed something.
yeah, we are trying to do that, but people are not willing to accept it. Even the scientists whom we have met till date, they were pretty impressed. They were very impressed. They said, "You are doing a good job,
Yes.
but we wanted at least write something for us. If you loved it, write that you loved it, because we want some proof."
Why
that-
are you busy trying to get everyone's approval, but yet you have not convinced yourself and what you're doing is a great job?
I'm sure about that.
I know you're sure, but my
Yeah.
question is, why are you busy trying to get
Convincing.
approval by other people?
Because it is kind of
Part
it
of
is
it's
changing
learning
the
process
whole.
as well.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we are trying to meet a lot of people,
Yeah.
and actually we are not there for appreciation. We are there for critics.
Okay.
We want them to find our mistakes. We want them to like stop us. Don't do this because.
So if I'm an investor, what am
Yeah.
I investing in? Am I investing in your mistakes? Am I investing in your studies? Am I investing? You have to ask yourself these good questions, because once you know the answers yourself,
Yeah.
then everybody else will know what they're looking at.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I want the present generation, the youth. I want them to like get out of the box.
we're going deep. Okay,
Yeah.
let's go.
Yeah.
All right, hang on.
Yeah.
So what's the box?
The box is like we are making some people God, like as if nothing is beyond them. I was in a conference yesterday with for ChatGPT, and one lady, she came to me and she asked
She asked me,
him.
she told me she never knew like we were working on a theoretical physics, and she asked me out of the sudden she asked me, like, do you think there'll be another Einstein? And I said like, wow, he's standing right in front of you, and she was like shocked, like she couldn't take it. So there are people who are like unwilling to take changes. There are because this theory, it's been working for like 110 years.
Yeah.
So people would not directly accept it like it's wrong. People would know like it's wrong, but they would not believe like it's the one
Okay.
who is standing in front of me is going to give it.
Do you believe?
I want to give an example. Like
Okay, give me an
there was a
example now.
theory. There's a theory which says that Earth is the center of the everything, center of universe kind of
Okay.
thing, given by Ptolemy, and it was accepted for like more than 1400 years.
Yes.
Just imagine how many generations passed away just thinking that the Earth is center of the universe.
Okay, so
right?
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
It's both of you, and
Yeah,
I want you
please.
both to answer this.
Okay, sure.
And I'm sorry for asking it, especially on camera. Do you believe in what you're doing?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know how a person from a business side of things sees someone when they believe in themselves?
How?
Because at the moment, what I see is you don't.
No.
Hang on.
Oh, okay.
Don't make this another
Putting on the
TikTok
side
video.
bits.
No, hang on.
Putting on the side bits.
No.
Side bits,
What I'm
okay.
saying to you is this: do you have a website?
Yeah, we have.
Okay. Do you share the same thing you just shared there?
Yeah, we are on like number of podcasts.
No. Listen to my question. Do you have a website?
Yeah, we have it.
Your own one?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a Facebook page?
No.
Do you have LinkedIn?
No.
Do you have do you have Instagram?
Of this work?
Yes.
Yeah, no.
Do you have an office?
Yeah, we have.
Your own office?
Yeah, in Nepal.
Okay. Do you have support service? Because you're talking about from the business perspective. Business is about service.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what you do. You can sell this cup. You can sell this
Yeah.
phone. It's about how do you service it.
Yeah, we have been like training number of like students. We have trained like more than 6,000 students in like last 6
Do you
months.
know what you are?
I
No, you. Do you know
Yeah.
what you are?
I know.
Okay, what are you?
He's a scientist who likes to work
He's
on
a scientist,
mathematics.
but to the business side of things, do you know what you are? Because at the moment, when you could be a scientist and work in
Yeah.
a bakery,
Yeah.
you know, because you're making the ingredients,
Yeah,
you're putting
yeah.
the science together.
Yeah.
So you're a scientist behind closed door, but in the business world, what are you?
Okay. I'm
You're a coach.
a coach. Yeah.
So that's how your business is.
Okay. We've got to like expand it.
Yes, because you're stuck on basically on what you know versus what the world wants to know.
Yeah.
And at the
Yeah.
moment, what you know, it's yeah. And so what you can do is you can actually set up an educational sort of service where you sit down and because of your principles, because of your theories, because of physics and everything else that you've seen and experienced around, because you've been to 7 countries
Yeah.
sharing this, you're really coaching people how to think outside the square.
Yeah.
So if you want to set up a business, call it out of the box, .co.nz, whatever it is, .com,
Okay.
and teach people how to think outside the square. That will be a business I would invest in.
Okay.
Seems like
We
you
found
already
an investor.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would invest in that sort of system because that way you've given me a service that I can help people with. Because in businesses, products that can serve, like help people, like wheelchairs, cell phones, what are they really doing? They're made by scientists too.
Yeah.
But instead of being the scientist here,
They're scientists.
that's here.
Yeah.
Actually, you asked like, oh, do you believe in yourself?
Yeah.
And the answer is like, we are not doing it for somebody. You know, we just do it because we like it. So that's
Yeah,
one
but-
part of it. But from an investor side, you might feel like, what are you saying?
What can I do? You like it? You like it. Enjoy.
Yeah, but the laws doesn't say that.
Okay.
When you go into a business world, you have to understand what the law really wants.
Okay.
And that's what entrepreneurs mix up. They think, oh, because you like it, you like it. It's not like that.
Seems like he has offices in 42 countries, and now it's going to be in
43.
43 countries.
No. What I'm saying to you is you're very, very smart and you're very, very, very detailed in what you're saying. But there's one important detail you need to understand. 99.9% people around the world will be struggling to understand what you're selling. And until you convince yourself that you're in a service business where you're teaching, you can set up lectures, you can set up coaching programs, you can set up fitness programs based on thinking outside the square.
Yeah.
So I think it's time for you to really come back into this world. And then,
Business world, right?
yeah, and work your way from the business world to your product versus trying to make people jump to your
Okay.
product and come back with you. So there's going to be a meeting bridge, and the law is, at the end of the day, any business you do, here, podcasting, traveling, airlines, phones, cups, any business you sell, any products you sell, we all have one person that we are accountable to, and that's the law.
Law.
So, you know, like in...
And not physics law.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the government law.
Yeah.
There are a lot of youngsters
Yes.
who have a creative idea in this
Yeah.
world. But they are like looking for investors, you know, as you are also an investor. So what would you suggest for for the creative ideas?
Okay.
Yeah,
So I'll
they're not
tell you
not
that.
being able to
And
make
I
business out of it.
also include like you might have invested to somebody else's idea, right? And also tell like
Yes.
why did you invest in that?
Okay,
idea?
so there's 3 things I don't follow. So go back to how I planned the 4 years. Remember I told you I'm the Brazilian soccer team. I'm the
Yeah.
coach. I'm going to win the World Cup in 2028. That's my goal, right?
Okay.
So what I'm doing now is I have 3 core values. So I don't drink alcohol.
Why you never drink?
I've seen okay, for example, okay, let's talk physics. Should we talk maths and stuff?
Yeah,
Okay, I'll give you a real good maths one. So let's say, for example, you and me, same age, same interest. We both had the same budget. And we say, all right, in 10 years' time, we want to become successful. Okay?
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
All right.
It's a race.
It's a race because it
Okay,
is.
yeah.
Because you're in business world, you are racing.
yeah.
Yeah.
You are competing.
Yeah, completely.
But we're going to be together. We're going to partner up. But then you drink 2 days a week,
Yeah.
every week. You times it by 52. So how many days is that in a year?
2 times a week.
2
It's
times 52.
104.
How many days is that in a month? It's 100.
3 months.
That's it.
It's,
So if you're drinking
More than 3 months.
Okay, so we talk. Okay, so think about it now. That's okay. Okay, for 2 days, not bad. did not work,
Yeah.
hungover. You know, I've seen it all in New Zealand. I've seen it all over the world. So we go, okay, 3 months. All right, 3 months times 10.
Oh my
So
God.
30 months.
30 months.
Yeah.
How many years is that?
2.5.
So if we started the same, and
It
because
means like you have already like passed 2.5
I'm 2 years and a half ahead of you, and then you're wondering why is he doing so well and I'm not doing so
Yeah,
well.
that's-
I'm just giving you easy maths. But in New Zealand, we have holiday systems, we have school holidays, we have everything else. 55% of New Zealand's system is based on holidays. So every year, we have about 5 months in total of holidays. So school holidays, we have 6 weeks by Christmas. We have 2 weeks in April. We have 2 weeks in June. And then we have 2 weeks. And most of my friends, when I was at school, they were drinking.
So it seems like the alcohol stock are going to get down with this conversation.
No, but I'm just saying, okay, we're talking about physics, right? We're talking about thinking outside the square.
yeah.
So, for example, let's say if we do it for 10 years, that's 2.5 years. Damn. I'm
Yeah.
60 years old. So if you go, okay, I've been drinking since I was 20. 2.5 times 4,
Yeah.
that's 10 years.
10 years.
That you're wasted. Like, you're not just drinking.
Completely, yeah.
10 years in a row.
We are not talking about hangover.
We're not talking about hangover. We're talking about
Yeah.
10 years in a row that you're drunk. So that's one of the reasons why I don't do it. So if I'm in the business, okay, cool. You might be smarter than me. You might be richer than me. You might be.
But I'm faster than you.
I'll get there before you do. I
Yeah.
guarantee you I'll get
Yeah,
there.
that's-
And the reason I'll get there before I do is not because of my money or because of my knowledge. It's because you're going to waste time. So
Okay.
I'm going to win. So that's the first thing. The second thing, obviously religion, because I'm a Muslim.
Yeah.
The third thing, man, I've seen so many talented, amazingly, insanely gifted people who waste their gift
Yeah.
with alcohol. One punch.
Done.
You go
Yeah.
clubbing, you celebrate. Gone.
Okay.
So I was like, man, you know what? That's not me. So you have to ask yourself, normal physics, thinking outside the square. And then you add in the money it costs. An average person in New Zealand or around the world will spend maybe $100 every time they go out.
Okay.
Average, right? You times it by 2, that's 200. You times it by 52, that's 10,000.
Yeah, wasting money as
That's
well.
10,000 New Zealanders.
Wasting money and then paying.
Wasting time and money. And then they're
And
wasting energy complaining about the world. So it was like, okay. So when I look for people I want to work with, like my team, the first thing I need to do is I go out and check all their social media.
Oh, yeah.
If they
Oh,
drink, if they drinking, not me.
You're not accepting people like who drinks?
I can't work with people
You're
who
out,
drinks.
bro.
I can't work with
No,
people.
I don't drink.
Yeah,
buddy.
no,
Just kidding.
I don't, because my kid's watching.
Yeah.
If I'm product introducing you and product promoting you, and my kids, when they turn 16, 17, 18, they're going to go, well, Dad, you might not drink,
Yeah.
but you're promoting people who are.
Yeah.
So I don't want karma to come in.
I've never ever seen the anti-alcohol person like this.
I'm not anti. No, I'm
No,
not.
that's-
No,
that's-
I'm
that's
anti
good.
wasting. I'm anti wasting my time.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's a difference. No,
And promoting people who are wasting the time as well.
I have my greatest friends drink, and they party like there's no tomorrow.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have friends,
Yeah.
but I will see them, and then after 9 p.m., I will say, see you later. I love you. I love you,
Love you,
but I'm going to go.
And like,
'Cause-
what is the unique idea that you liked about somebody and you invested in somebody else's idea? And how did he approach you? Like, what was the thing about it?
It comes back to the same things as like also words are very, very important. If you say you're keen about doing something, I'm like, that's 20% success.
Mm.
If you tell me you're interested about doing something, that's 40%. That means I'm going to lose 60% of the time. But, you have to do the physics and maths. You have to add it. So, why would I want to risk to lose 60%?
Oh, okay, let's get a little bit out of business.
Okay.
And, what do you love like the most about today's science and technology? What fascinates you?
I think the evolution, it never stops.
Yeah.
Like you think you might be smart with your app now,
Yeah.
and the next minute Facebook says,
Yeah.
hey, can you update your Facebook? We've done a new evolution.
Yeah.
I think the comparable, like understanding how well we can connect with the world. Like we're not alone anymore. I can talk to you from Nepal.
Yeah.
I could be in Switzerland.
Yeah.
I can still talk to you. The connectivity, we can connect with everybody. And also simple.
And some bad things.
Yeah, bullying. You
Yeah.
know, like people bullying,
Yeah.
and you know, you see that.
Memeing.
Memeing is okay. I mean, I heard you're very famous on memes. I said that. No, I think also, I mean, yeah, bullying is a no-no. Public opinion,
Yeah.
like, you know, you're different. You're a scientist, so it's different. But yeah, you have people who think they know so much on the couch
Yeah.
versus someone who's actually out there doing it.
That really happens.
Yeah.
Not just with coaching, it happens with us as well.
Everything.
Yeah, they say he's a self-proclaimed scientist.
Yeah.
And scientists are actually self-proclaimed. There's not a degree for that.
Yes.
There's not there is no certificate for that. If you feel that you are passionate about something, if you feel that you want to know about something and you are curious about something, then you are a scientist. I say, like, kids from like grade 5 to grade 12, all of them are scientists. They have a lot of questions to ask.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so I want to answer a question you asked me earlier. My biggest struggles.
Yeah.
Yes.
Man, obviously being in the war and the refugee camps is one, but the second one happened 4.5 years ago. So I went through some business challenges. Until this day, I'm still sorry for some people who didn't listen, who don't want to learn, who also didn't believe. Living in the car, being homeless.
Oh.
Business will take you there if you don't have the right support around you. So it's easy everyone sees the results, travels, cars, houses, but the struggle in business will completely naked your life. It will take everything away from you. And so living in the car was probably the hardest before COVID.
How long did you?
16 weeks.
16 weeks.
I had to wait for my bank accounts to be freed, and
you,
it was very good, like, mind. It was
good comeback, actually.
And that's what I'm saying to people, is that when you want to do business, the law is what you're accountable to. So before you do anything going forward, any countries you go to, register the company, get the laws, get the information, because the investor will use the law to be accountable to you. Yeah. You can go, I mean, I was in Switzerland, and it was so sad. I met the smartest scientist ever. No offense. He was a doctor. He has qualifications. He tried to get someone to invest in his product, but the first thing we all asked him is, are you registered?
Yeah.
He says, no, but you can help me. No.
Oh.
That's not how it works.
Yeah,
because if you're serious, you go pay that fee.
Yeah.
You set up your website. You set up your admin. You get a phone line. You get a support care. You set up the whole infrastructure.
Yeah,
if you're not serious, you're going to come and beg me or beg someone else or beg so-and-so.
Do this for me, do that for me.
Yeah, and if we're already doing that in the first part of our relationship, I'm going to be working for you, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what people need to understand, is that we can't do that. So being homeless was one of them, because you lose your friends. But then, 4 years later, 95% of them are still my friends, because we had a conversation, talked. It was very tough because, COVID happened, my mum died, and it was like, wow, like one after another.
Yeah, I would like to share with our audience that he was awarded with the New Zealander of the Year.
No, I was nominated.
Nominated?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Correction.
That's an honor.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I've been to the top.
Yeah.
I've been to the bottom.
Yeah.
Right?
That's why you are a coach.
That's why.
If you have just been to the top, you can't be a coach.
No,
because you don't know the low.
That's it.
And if you had just low, then just leave it.
Yeah. But no, I'm very blessed because, my faith, my friends, and my family are amazing. So I want to thank you guys for your time tonight.
Yeah, thank you. Actually, you missed your flight. You left your flight.
I changed everything.
Yeah. You changed the duration. He was about to leave today.
Yeah.
And he's here for us. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. And how do we find you guys on social media? What's your handle name?
Arif Ali.
Arif Ali.
Dibya Sapkota.
Dibya Sapkota. Okay, we're gonna put on the bottom of the thing.
Yeah, everything in the description below.
Would you like to repeat that one part that I showed?
Oh, come on, please.
Okay, so I've been giving a challenge, and I'm going to say it.
Just ask him
Yeah, I'm going to say, hang on, I'm going to look it up real quickly.
Yeah, please.
Okay. So,
The fifth language you are going to learn.
okay. So, in these words here, is that Malay, Pundana, Jati, Majai, Ki, Ha, Ma, Pani, Adani,
Audena?
Aldana,
Yeah.
TikTok, Facebook, Kia, Ma, Pani, Aldana,
Yeah.
Malay, Kana, Time, Maduna, piles of book.
You can just say the first two lines of that.
First two lines?
Yeah.
Malay, Paduna, Jati,
Porno, mala porno.
Pono.
Yeah, it's good, guys.
Okay, it's my first time.
Oh, yeah.
You want me?
Yeah, he's doing it.
You want me to get a
Pretty
master's
well.
degree?
Just ask the meaning of him to it. Okay?
Okay, I'll try that one more time. So you want me to read the first two lines?
Yeah.
Okay. Malay Paduna Jati Mai Kahi Ma Pani Adana TikTok, Facebook Ki Mai Pani Adani.
Yeah, actually what happened was
Can you pronounce it properly? Like,
मलाई पढ्नु जति मजा केहीमा पनि आउँदैन.
okay.
टिकटक, फेसबुक केहीमा पनि आउँदैन.
So I'm guessing you're saying Facebook and TikTok's a waste of time.
Yeah. I did in an interview and it just got viral. Someone posted that clip and
Yeah, he's showing me.
it got more than million of views and from one upload there were lots of upload and lots of memes as well. Just listen, I don't want to talk about that.
That's okay.
So yeah, we are in a kind of end of the conversation and
Thank you.
it was a great time.
Thank you.
Yeah, we got to learn a lot and I hope the audience as well got to learn a lot from our coach.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, and yeah, congratulate us in the comment because we have found the investor. Yeah.
We'll talk more on this. But no, thank you so much for your time. Thank you to Creative Beyond Digital as well for allowing us to use the space.
Yeah.
Podcasters, I think it's called.
Yeah, it's what is this place called?
Yeah.
Media City.
Dubai Media City, right?
Podster.
Posters, yes.
Yeah, thank you so much, Podster, to provide
the space for us.
The space and the whole setup. Yeah, thank you so much.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Thank you.
दुनियाँलाई देखाउँछु भनी घर छाडी हिँडियो रसियन फ्रेन्च फिलिपिनो ब्रिटिस नि चिनियो मेरो त्यो तिम्रो बुकमा एक दिन लेखाउँछु नेपालले के